Okay, here's a quick tutorial on Robocop's board fitting for your Omni pieces. Now, what you want to do is before you start pushing anything, go through, fit what you can do to not hit any of your negation. And as you see, I've fitted it to where there's no negation at all, except for up here, which is a little bit inevitable because the way that this is, there's nothing in here to run a pass through. So unfortunately, we're kind of screwed there. It's okay. Nothing is negative here. So fortunately, what we have to place is maximize. We have 100% maximized to a point. Now see here, we do have a pass through, but we can use something else higher than 27% as a pass through. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because as you can see, 28% won't work. 30 won't work. It activates this negation. That won't work. It'll dead end here. Obviously, same as this, same as the previous, this dead end. So we're a little bit tied up there. What we could do is we look up here, we have this. It's 30%. Fortunately, nothing we have will work. So pass through stays. You see, the thing of it is this is a reload speed. This takes away reload speed. This is what we want. We switch them. And as a matter of fact, we want to damage more. So we're going to keep shifting them around till we get what we're using the most. We don't reload, so we don't need reload speed. So every low pass through that can be added to where you see reload. And this can be the essentially the lowest possible to give us another pass through, which says, okay, this, we're good. Seeing as this is a dead end, we won't want to move that very far. So what we're going to do is, this is a reload speed 27%. What do we have over here that does that? Essentially, we don't really, the reason we're doing this and looking for something to put in this place is we want to trash this. We want to recycle it into another piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to look over here and find anything that connects these 2 points but doesn't have a connection here. So as we look, boom, we got it right there. And the reason we want to use a pass-through, because what we'll get out of it is probably going to be higher than 27%. And it'll take longer to get this to reproc into a higher percentage. As it is all random, but if the higher these you're using, the higher it's going to be. It's going to likely proc maximum. So I've been testing it, 2 of these to 1 of these, the lowers, and vice versa. It doesn't seem to really make a difference. It just shrinks the gap between these two. It'll pick a number that's closer, but it'll try to shoot closer to this number up here. So a little bit weird. I'm sure there's a whole slew of math to it, so not really worried from there. So what we're looking at, see, we want to maximize all of our damage outputs. Every damage output, we want to maximize it. It's 30%, so we're maxed there. Damage there. We don't want to trigger that, so we're maxed there. Spread. Let's see if we got something higher than that. We do. We have a 36%. Boom. That gives us an L to use now. Just remember, we might need one of these higher ones somewhere else that more befitting of where it should go. So, but right now it doesn't look like it could be recycled anywhere useful. So we're pretty good. So then what we do, we're good. Still only one penalty. We're going to go and we're going to recycle all this. We'll merge all these. We'll do it. See, 38 pass through. Nope. Keep our 38 pass through. Those 30s. Yeah, we'll recycle it. Anything under 30, we're recycling. It's not terrible. I think we can actually reuse that. Since we're under 27, see how it's low? When you run the low number, it procs a low. That's why I've been dropping in at least 2 hires, because its likelihood of proccing a high number is very likely. This is probably going to proc. There we go, 32. So that's what we got so far. So what we do from there, go back to our board, see what we can swap out for these higher numbers. That's obviously lower. And obviously we don't want to go, now we're staying above 30%. And it's a greater than 30, not greater than or equal to 30. No, it's greater than 30 now. So anything above 30, we're going to swap out for anything greater or less than or equal to 30. So obviously that's coming out. We still got our these. See, now we have this guy. It's a 21. We want to get that out of there. We want to get it. And unfortunately, the only way to really do it is to give this guy here so we can pull it back in here and then find a 30. We don't really have it. Let's see, I'm trying to, so we can actually drop that there. It gives us that. Fortunately, we can't use that there. We can actually do this. Boom. Where was it? I don't know if we want to do that. We can do this though. So everything is almost above 30. The only thing we got to do is reproc these. And what I might do is, since, ooh, you gotta love those pass-throughs. Clutchers. So since, yeah, we can recycle. Unfortunately, we'll always have one left over, but we can keep this guy here, recycle everything that's left. It's going to proc. Just going to find the median between these three and proc that. Hopefully above 30. Yes, that works. So it doesn't really work in here, but it does. It does work in here because this 30 is actually easy to work with now. We get a greater than 32. Bam. We have what we need. And essentially, we have what we need to possibly bring this up higher and anything that's 30 up higher. Because our plan now is just to increase these, maximize these numbers. Because, yeah, only thing it's going to do is it's going to still negate 30%. And I think it's 30% from all the numbers or the damage numbers. I'm not sure how these work, how the negation spreads, but say, let me see. This, see again, I'm not sure how they spread the negate, spread the penalty out, but again, maximized to what I have in resources. And this is board Omniboard tier 5.3. Later game, this late game board, and it's pretty easy to build. Once you get into the board building aspects, it's really easy to build. So, hope this helps somebody to maximize their board and figure out how to get around all the penalties to be able to maximize your output to where you have no red, all green, and you're just a monster because it's increasing my base damage output by 67%. So that is big time. Hope it helps. Catch you later. Peace.